Who is your circle? Who are your people? Who's the center of influence in your life? Who are you surrounding yourself with? This is something I've talked about before, but I'm going to go a different angle today, and we're going to talk about an advisory council. We're going to talk about a board of directors, a board of advisors. You can call it whatever you want, but the reality is this: who are your people, and how do you make decisions with those people? I think life is hard enough by ourselves, right? So many of us go through life and we make major decisions by ourselves. Decisions on life, love, relationships, work, business, whatever it may be. But it's so challenging by itself. Why is it that we feel like we have to do it alone? Why is it that we don't think like so many businesses do? See, a business knows that a board of advisors, an advisory council, a board of directors, again, all these things work in the names, but they're all the same thing. They're a group of people who add value to the decisions that you're making. They are a group of people that you surround yourselves with when things get rough or when things are great. They lead you in the right direction. Now notice, I did both. Rough. Why is it that when things get rough, you need somebody else? Well, nothing makes you make worse decisions than when you go inward and you're the only person talking to yourself. Really, having some level of outlet, just allowing you to vent alone, allows you to make better decisions. So it's not just great decisions. Some of the best decisions will come from somebody that you didn't even know could add value to your circle. There are so many things with this, but I want to take us back a second. Think of being a young teenager. So many big decisions to make that might or might not affect the rest of your life. Do you go to college? The high school boyfriend or girlfriend? Whatever it is, there's major decisions that you're making when you're young. And most of us, we're surrounding ourselves with friends that happen to be like us. Most of them were probably just like us. Now, if you're lucky enough, like I have been, some of my high school friends are still great friends that I can call on and rely upon today for great information and great advice. But not everybody's that way. Some people surrounded themselves with maybe a group that wasn't heading in the same direction as them. You know, there's an old saying that if you hang around a barber shop long enough, you eventually get a haircut. Maybe I've hung around them too long, but the reality is this: you are the company you keep. Whether you're in high school, you're in college, or you're in business, if everybody around you is not adding value to your overall life through decision making, through questioning what's happening, when you go to make a bad decision, do you have anybody in your life that might tell you it's a bad decision? If you only surround yourself with yes men or women, that's a pretty bad thing. The worst thing in the world is to be surrounded by yes people that want to see you fail because they want to see you stay where they're at. See, the board of advisors, the advisory council, again, it's about surrounding yourself with people that have been there, that have done it, that are ahead of you in some way, shape in life. Now listen, I go back to my 4 quadrants. I always talk about my 4 quadrants, but the 4 quadrants are crucial. Board of directors for life and family. You know a dad or a mom that you admire, that would mentor you, that would give you great advice. It might be your mom or your dad. A lot of us that is. But it's finding someone in family and relationships that can advise you that really has it figured out, or at least you think they do. Maybe they just have a really great group of people around them. It's work. Who do you rely upon in work and for your financial stability? Who do you go to that you can ask questions where they're qualified? Have they earned more than you? Have they lived more than you? Have they found success through failure? What are the things that they're doing? Spiritually, where do you go? Who do you turn to? How do you get uplifted? And last but not least is health. We all have the friends that are very health conscious. The guy or gal that's in the gym all the time, or the person that has the perfect diet and they're not yo-yoing constantly between different diets. People have it figured out in different capacities of life. Who are your people? Who are we surrounded by? I love this topic because I really believe it's something I've been blessed at. I've been blessed with. I've surrounded myself with people all the time that I learn from, that I grow from. And, remembering this is an important factor as well. You are only a small representative of who you used to be. See, personal growth is a beautiful thing. Just because you were this person before does not mean you are this person today. Every day I hope people judge me for who I am now, not who I was 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 days ago. My goal is every day to be better, but I can't get better if I don't have a reference point to the people in my circle. Here's another point, another great factor. If you surround yourself with people and you have great ideas come to life in rooms bigger and better than you. Great ideas come to life with people that know how to bring them to life. Doctors know how to save a life. If you're gonna drop out, don't drop out in a room full of financial advisors. Don't drop out in a room full of teachers. Drop out in a room full of doctors and you have a life saved immediately because you know the room you're in. If you're in the right room, your idea could grow exponentially. Sometimes ideas die because you're surrounded by people that kill ideas. They kill everything if it's not theirs. They're so selfish and driven about themselves that anything you say is not going to go anywhere at all. Or maybe they're just all negative pulls on your life. Maybe the people that surround you aren't lifting you up in any capacity. Have a great idea around those people and see how far it goes. Who's to say that your ideas aren't the foundation for something that changes the way we see the world? Could you imagine if Steve Jobs or Bill Gates or the people that Warren Buffett, if any of these guys surrounded themselves with people that just said, oh, it's stupid. Who wants all their music on one thing? Who wants a phone that you could work from anywhere in the world? Who wants an operating system that can actually fix your spelling mistakes? I mean, these are things that are real today that happen because people knew where to go, who to talk to, and how to expand their ideas exponentially. See, a board of advisors is not just important when you're 35 or 45 or 55. It's important now, no matter what age you are. I hope my sons both have a board of advisors that hopefully includes mom and dad. Hopefully includes some of the people in and around them. I could tell you what mine was. When I was a kid, I had a board of advisors at all times. My grandparents. I had 5 aunts and 2 uncles who I could talk to about everything. And not everything were they all the same about. There were aunts and uncles I went to for different things. They were around me every day, and that board of advisors may have been just me passing along one small idea that I had that they uplifted. I wouldn't be in this business today if one of my aunts hadn't told me I'd be great at it. I wouldn't have a business today. I wouldn't even know that you could create your own business if I didn't have 2 uncles that I watched do it. I wouldn't know work ethic if I didn't see my father get up every day. I wouldn't know dedication if I didn't see my mother work long hours to finish and close a job. These are circles. Not everybody has the lucky, blessed circle I had with my family. Some of you have to go outside. Know that. Know that. Know that if your circle isn't perfect where you are, leave it. I use this all the time in relationships. I've used it in videos before. I'm going to reiterate it again. If you can't find the right person to marry or to have a relationship with, and you're struggling in relationships, you're in the wrong pond. You're dating in the wrong pond. Get up and move to a different place. You know, if you want someone that symbolizes the person you are and the person you want to be, think bigger. Get out of the pond you're in and move. I've given that advice probably 100 times in my life. When someone's like, oh, I just can't meet the right person, it's just not working right, where are you going? And they tell you. And you know immediately they're going to the wrong place. I'm really looking for someone who's going to be a great father to my kids or a great mother to my children. Oh, where are you going? And they tell you. It's not where you're going to find them. Know the circle you're in. Know the people that are going to uplift you in some capacity. Who is your circle? Who are your people? Who's the center of influence in your life that provides data and details? Here's one other thing that I want you to be aware of. Do you surround yourself with a circle to gain answers that you want? So sometimes people have a tendency, especially when they've made up their mind already that they want to do something, to only call the people that are going to tell them it's a great idea. And they know darn well it's not a great idea, but they've made their mind up that they're going to do it anyway. And then they get reiteration from the people around them in that circle, but they avoid the ones that might give them real data, real information, honest and authentic truth. Who are those people in your life that you can trust for authentic truth? Do you have a board of advisors? Do you have a council? Is it your family? Is it your team? Is it your business? Who is it? Because what I know is everything we do is better together. Everything we do when we surround ourselves with the right people is bigger together. It's exponentially bigger and better. So if this video resonates, share it. I'm getting a lot of positive comments recently from people watching these videos. They say they're positive and they're uplifting and they're developing them in different ways. I just keep creating stuff that I hope you find valuable. And if you don't, we'll keep doing it and we'll keep doing it until we get it right for you. But the reality is, if you find this valuable, share it. Send it. Send it. Tag your board of advisors underneath. Share the people in your life that are your people. Who do you trust? Tell them that you trust them because this video made you think of them. I know I'm going to be tagging a couple of people in this video. I didn't know I was going to do it when I started it, but now I know exactly who I'm tagging. I know exactly who I'm going to include. And I couldn't be more grateful for that board of advisors, for that council, for my family, for the people around me that have helped get me where I am today. And we've only just begun. So we'll continue to learn and grow and develop together. Let's keep that positive mindset moving and share this if it resonates with you. Thanks for joining me.